Welcome back to Axis Anime. My name is Henshin Ikeda, and today I'll be doing a walkthrough review of Majestic Prince Episode 8. Now, if you remember from last episode, we find out the Woolgru Empire is preparing an all-out attack versus the GDF army. Definitely worth mentioning. However, moving on past that, we are taking to a little cutscene with two new characters from the Woolgru Empire. Finally, we get some more closure on their race and who they are. No. More or less just an introduction on some new characters. First of all, we have Ratel. Now, Ratel is a woman. Unique name, but we have no idea what her current rank is within the Woolgru Empire. Is she a high-ranking official? She's part of the council, but is she a general? We really have no idea, but she seems kind of shady. Just putting that out there. And the second character we were introduced to, his name is Jared. Now, it's probably pronounced a little differently within the subtitles, but that's how I'm pronouncing it because it makes more sense. Now, Jared happens to be the brother of the king, so he's a prince. Definitely worth mentioning. And he doesn't really like his brother. In fact, he ends up raping his maid in the last episode. So Jared, just putting that out there, he rapes his brother's handmaiden. This guy is bad news in my opinion. But anyways, I digress. So we see Jared and Ratel talking in private, and it looks like they're scheming about something, which we have no idea. Maybe it's a coup. Either way, they're talking about something that has some importance. Now, moving on past that toward the end of the episode, we find out the GDF army is preparing to attack Rengaza, which belongs to the Woolgru Empire. Now, they say Rengaza is a base. It's not so much a base, it's also a planet. Just putting that out there. And guess what? Team Rabbit? Yeah, they're on standby. So Team Rabbit is going to be on standby while the GDF army is going to have a full attack against Rengaza, which does not make any sense in my opinion. But again, that's where the episode ends. That's my final thought and rating at the end of the clip, so stay tuned. But let's dive right on in. So we open up this episode with Team Rabbit, and now Team Rabbit is on the battlefield, and they're waiting for their orders, and they're on standby. And guess what? They're bullshitting about who and what the Woolgru are. So they're talking about their opponents, like who are they, what are they even human, are they alien, why are they even fighting them? I love these questions, but we're not hearing any real answers. But again, I thought it was kind of funny because they're in the middle of a mission and they're on standby. You know, they're in reserve, they're not doing shit. Definitely worth mentioning. Then, out of nowhere, the GDF army, which has started their mission to attack Rengaza, have been attacked. No surprise there. We knew they were going to be attacked because the Woolgru probably picked up the broadcast because, you know what, the GDF army is so stupid. In last episode, the GDF army, they broadcasted themselves live across whatever news channels about their decision on to attack so-and-so, base, Rengaza. So obviously the Woolgru probably picked it up and decided, gee, maybe we should do something about that. Morons. Now, so much for, the GDF army's plan. It didn't go as planned exactly. And their missiles, the GDF army's missiles have been destroyed. So their ace in their hold, like their missiles, have been destroyed right off the bat. And guess what? Once their missiles have been destroyed, Team Rabbit has been called out of reserve. They're no longer on standby, and they're on the battlefield. So it's go time. It's go time, baby. Now, moving on past that, we are updated with the current battle plans of the Woolgru Empire. Guess what? The Woolgru Empire, they're already past the first line defense from the GDF army. And that was kind of pretty bold, in my opinion. I mean, here's the Woolgru. They do a special attack, like a sneak attack, and they already obliterate the GDF army's first line of defense, and they're already heading to the second line of defense of the GDF army. Very, that's a good strategy, They just went straight for it. Now, here's the downside. The GDF have so many more, ships. They have more members that they outnumber the Woolgru Empire. So right now, the GDF army outnumber the Woolgru Empire. So shouldn't that add up to, maybe the GDF army winning? No, they're getting their asses handed to them on a silver plate by the Woolgru. And I thought it was definitely worth mentioning. Kind of funny. I mean, right now the GDF army sucks. And I'm a little depressed because I'm like, wait a minute, Team Rabbits is also on the battlefield. Are we going to see more of them maybe? Not so much. Mostly we're seeing the GDF army getting their asses handed to them. And again, that's not really saying that much. Now, moving on past that, we are taking to a little cutscene with Team Doberman. Yes, finally, Team Doberman. Since they're on the front lines, they're being called out of reserve, and they're attacking as well. And again, they've been called out of reserve. They're now on the battlefield. And now, Team Rabbit, they actually attempt to clear a path for Team Doberman, per se. So, Team Rabbits is kind of helping Team Doberman off in the distance. Team Rabbits is kind of acting like the decoy, so Team Doberman can get more shit done. If that makes any sense. But you know what? That's my opinion. Everyone else is entitled to their own opinion. But again, Team Doberman seems to be the A team, not the B team right now. And maybe that's just me. But anyways, Team Rabbits is just trying to buy time, because that's all they can really do until the GDF army gets ready for their second attempt to destroy Rengaza. Good luck with that. Plain and simple. Now the Woolgru, they start to retreat. After we see Team Rabbits and Team Doberman on the battlefield, some of the members of the Woolgru Empire decide to retreat. Not really. They were pretending to retreat. They really weren't retreating at all. It was more or less a lie just to kind of get Team Rabbits built up to do more, maybe get them more out in the I don't know how to describe it, kind of like out in the middle of nowhere so they can surprise attack them, if that makes any sense. But that really didn't go as planned either, because Team Rabbits decides to split up. Now we are taking a little cutscene with Jared from the Woolgru Empire, the prince, the king's brother. So Jared joins the fight after he sees what's going on. Now, I thought that was kind of funny, because he said he wasn't going to join the fight. He was going to wait for this particular woman to show up in case she did, just to stop her, I guess. Well, we didn't really see this unknown girl, but instead we see Jared come out of nowhere. He joins the fight, and he takes on Izuru. So Izuru and Jared are now fighting. Hey, it was an amazing fight, okay? I don't care who you are, that was a great mecha on mecha action. Hey, I liked it, plain and simple. But you know what? Team Rabbits is no longer a team. They're split up. Izuru's doing his own thing, and guess what? Izuru, he actually leaves Asagi to take his position. So Asagi is now the leader of Team Rabbits, which is, to me, probably the best damn decision that Izuru ever made. I know Izuru has his moments where he's a really good pilot and, good leader, but let's be honest, he's not a leader. He's a moron who's trying to be a hero. No luck there. Now, as for Asagi, he is a born-bred leader to become a leader in general for Team Rabbits. And guess what? Once Asagi becomes the leader of Team Rabbits, it's on like Donkey Kong, motherfuckers. It's amazing. The guy didn't even need to take any orders from everyone. He just assumed the position once, Izuru gave it to him, and he's on fire. He was on fucking fire throughout the whole episode. That's all I'm going to say about that. Now, Team Rabbits is now switching to close-range combat. They're no longer doing long-distance combat. Now that Asagi's, leading up Team Rabbits, it's now close range. So it's a little different tactic, so definitely worth mentioning. Now, they're trying to defend the flagship right now, which is in the third line of defense. So Team Rabbits right now has kind of pulled back to the third line to defend the flagship. Because, after the third line has been destroyed, the GDF army is pretty much fucked. I don't know how else to describe it, they're fucked. There you go, I said it. Moving on past that, we're taking a little cutscene with the GDF army. Now, they're being attacked on and off again throughout this whole little mission or fight, depending on what you want to call it. But the GDF army decides to attack Rengaza again. They use their top secret weapon, whatever you want to call it, their laser beam system, which really is kind of pointless right now because, you attacked the planet the first time and it did absolutely nothing. So the GDF army decides we're going to attack Rengaza a second time, and they had to wait like a certain amount of minutes for their laser beam to recharge. That's why they needed Team Rabbits as a decoy, and that's why they threw Team Doberman into the mix as well. It bought them enough time, and it did look like the GDF army destroyed the planet. No. The Woolgru army have more. I said army. The Woolgru Empire kind of had another sneak attack right above the planet known as Rengaza, and they sneak in and they attack. It's more like a catch-22 of what's really going on right now, and it's amazing. I thought it was done deal, the GDF army destroyed the planet, the mission's done, the Woolgru Empire is, they're finished, this mission is done. No, the Woolgru Empire had some type of backup plan where they had an extra amount of force like right above the planet to attack the GDF army afterwards, and they're reflecting the laser beams and whatnot. I'm like, who the fuck are these people? I know the Woolgru seem to be like humans, but where the hell are they getting this technology to bend lasers? What? That's just a little more sci-fi than I'm really used to, in my opinion. Now, I should point out Team Rabbits and Team Doberman finally meet up and they combined. So we have Team Rabbits and Team Doberman now in one unit. They're now together, but Izuru is still biting Jared. So you have Izuru and Jared doing their own thing off in the distance. So Izuru cannot join Team Rabbits or Team Doberman right now. So that's how things are. But again, Team Rabbits and Team Doberman are now one unit, and they're fucking amazing. No, really. Even the music that went along with them was pretty invigorating in my opinion. Now the GDF, all I can say is right now the GDF is pretty much fucked, and the GDF's tactical laser beam has been destroyed. So after their second attempt to destroy the planet, the GDF army's weapon, known as the laser beam, their tactical laser beam or whatever, has been destroyed. No surprise there. I mean, you know what? You try shooting a planet once, doesn't work. You try shooting the planet a second time, it still doesn't work. Let's try it a third time. No. The Wilgru are not even give you a third attempt, so they destroy it. Good for you. But where did that really get you? Nowhere. Plain and simple. You still have Jared fighting Isru, and it's really going nowhere. And it gets better, because you know what? Jared defeats Isru. But wait, there's a catch. Jared has been seen by Isru. So Isru sees Jared, and he notices, wait a minute, he's a human. So now Isru notices, Jared's a human. He knows a little more information, I guess, about the Wilgru, that they're human, they're just like me. Now, what I don't understand is why Jared, even though he defeated Isru, and, kind of cut open Isru's mecha, lets him go. I'm sorry, I don't understand that. Jared, which was amazing in my opinion as a pilot, he lets Isru go. Why would you let Isru go in the middle of a fight, in the middle of a battle, no less? If this is like your arch nemesis that's in this top secret weapon, and you let him go. He's your prey, and you're the fox, This is the fox, you're the hunter, I got that. And Isru's your prey. Kill him. Done deal. What does he do? Lets him go, and I have no idea why Isru did that. However, Isru notices something within this pilot. Isru kind of has like a flashback of a girl in a couple episodes ago that he ran into, and he notices the similarities between this pilot, known as Jared, and the girl from his memories that, he ran into, I guess, a few episodes ago, which is definitely worth mentioning. And I was like, where is he going with this? Are they related? Well, we really don't know. Now, again, that's where the episode ends. As for my final thoughts, well, first of all, what's the connection with Isru, this girl that supposedly he ran into and may or may not know, and Jared, which is from the Wilgru Empire? What's the connection? We really don't know. But moving on past that, what happened to this mission? Who won? We still don't know who won the mission. I know, it's like everyone was focused on Team Rabbits and Team Doberman and Jared versus, Isru. But no one notices, well, who won the mission? Did we win? We still don't know. And again, that's where that's my end of my final thoughts. As per my rating, 3.5 out of 5. I liked this episode. It was decent. Okay? Romance, drama, hell no. As for new information, yes. New information was there. Fight scenes. More or less, this episode was based on fighting and strategy. That's all I really have to say about that. And again, final rating is 3.5 out of 5. And that ends it for my walkthrough and review of Majestic Prince Episode 8. Definitely comment down below. Let me know. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Definitely subscribe. Check me out on Twitter. And follow me if you like. Let me know what you thought of this episode. And let me know what you think's going to happen in the next episode coming out. Hopefully, we get to find out if the GDF army pulled out a win or not. Did they complete this mission successfully? Who knows? We really don't know. But guys, I gotta hit the bricks and I gotta go. Before I go, I gotta say it, and I always say it. You can't stop the access, but you can watch the feed. I'll see you later, guys.